provided a cell phone and other similar types of equipment to an inmate.
You can see how quickly moving these rapids are as well. The water's splashing up. Now, these are the exact rapids that took 6-year-old Jeremiah Henderson, swept his body up and took him 14 miles down the Chattahoochee.
On the remains within the next couple of days, and of course, we'll keep you updated as we learn more.
News Leader 9's Cindy Santafanti joins us live from there now. Cindy, you've been there for most of the night. Tell us what you know. Now, here's a look at the garage, otherwise known as the Sally Port, where the Russell County Sheriff says one of his deputies attempted to choke an inmate. I'm here now, about to get my flu shot.
She says she's lost multiple family members to the virus.
Those documents also say someone talked with Ibrahim Yazid, the man police believe is responsible for Anaya's kidnapping and death. In Georgia and Alabama, both adults don't have to wear seatbelts while in the back seat of a car. Felt lovely walking in my car today. It was very hot in my apartment though, but I am too stubborn to turn on the AC in February. As investigators will remain on scene tonight and possibly into tomorrow. Spilling out into separate rooms here at the hotel in Montgomery. We've had a live band all night. People are mixing, mingling. My mother is going to be very disappointed that I cannot do the electric slide. But it's hard, y'all.
I think you did all right. There's nothing better than doing the electric slide.
How nice was that? I'm so excited to chow down on that. While I'm eating this, tell us about the weather. The line for absentee voting at the Lee County Courthouse winds around the back of the building. But one voter there Wednesday, 80-year-old Dr. William McLeod, is particularly passionate about casting his ballot.
I've got to do it.
McLeod says he requested an absentee ballot by mail twice, hoping to avoid coming in person, risking exposure to COVID-19. But he says he never received a ballot.
I'm scared to be here, but I've got to. I've got to do it.
He's fighting that fear because of his family history. McLeod says his grandfather was a probate judge in Wilcox County decades ago. His father, political manager, his uncle, circuit solicitor, all actively trying to suppress voters.
I know what they did to keep people from getting across, black people from coming across the river to vote. I know how much they intimidated voters, managed voters, black voters particularly.
McLeod tells us he's trying to right their wrongs, atone for his family's involvement in voter suppression through his own vote. So when he couldn't get an absentee ballot by mail, he made a call, which ultimately led to Alabama Representative Jeremy Gray picking him up on a rainy Wednesday.
Someone wants to vote, I want to help.
The Democratic representative applauding McLeod's dedication.
This country, this nation was basically built off those who were courageous. And so I just think that he's doing the right thing by exercising his right to vote.
After a short wait and after McLeod exercised that right to vote, here's how he's feeling.
Elated that I finally got it done and proud of all these people who are standing in line for 3 and 4 hours to vote. This is what we all should do, and we should make that vote count.
A symbol of hope for one Lee County grandmother, a prayer closet still standing after a deadly tornado ripped through her community and destroyed her home.
I believe that was a way for everybody to see that you pray and you believe God, and He will never leave you nor forsake you.
That same grandmother made famous for a video praising God just moments after that same storm.
Tell God thank you.
These days, Ernestine Reese reads her Bible in a new house. She's thankful to be alive, to have this home, to have her immediate family. But the memories of March 3rd, 2019 still linger.
You can't help but to not think about it. It'll never be the same.
She and her family are adjusting to their new houses, to the new landscape of the area, to a new normal.
Nothing is the same as it was before then. You know, you have to push forward, and doing your day-to-day, the memories are still in the back of your mind. Your old lifestyle is in the back of your mind.
But that new normal still includes two things: their faith.
Everything else falls in place, but we have to have that faith.
And their family.
Even through the aftermath, even through the anxiety and hardship, we still stuck together as a family.
Though Reese is still working on getting a new prayer closet, she says she still believes in those famous 4 words of hers.
I've been saying all along, tell God thank you, because it was rough. Everything was blown, everything was gone, and He still spared our lives. Tell God thank you.
Camp Hill, a once bustling railroad town in Tallapoosa County, now holds empty storefronts, grass and weeds growing where successful shops and restaurants once sat. But now at the age of 21, a newly elected mayor hopes to breathe new life into the town.
There's a spirit that is unafraid. That's really what's true about Camp Hill. We go through challenges, we go through trials in life, and we never give up. Messiah
Williams-Cole, an Auburn University senior and Camp Hill native, says issues in town like deteriorating buildings, residents without running water, budget problems sparked his decision to run for mayor.
Really emphasize that we're going to create a winning culture here, where we expect to win. Everyone should know that Camp Hill, we are open for business and collaboration.
Now the first election and runoff are behind him. Williams-Cole defeating incumbent Mayor Ezell Smith, and the results are official.
It's a relief.
For the community, Williams-Cole's win and his youth are signs of hope for Camp Hill.
Because he's young, it should be some new things he's going to bring about, some that like maybe the older people wouldn't know about.
Hopefully bring in more businesses, you know, like I said, you know, help us grow, because at one time this was a nice booming town, you know, and over the years it just kind of, you know, just went down. So hopefully, you know, he can come in and kind of like rejuvenate it.
Williams-Cole says his age is an advantage, a way to inspire younger people, but still support older generations.
They're expecting this out of us. They want to see the change in us, and they want to see the initiative through us to continue some of the great things they did and improve some of the mistakes that they've learned.